alive here at the Freedom Tapestry. Freedom Tapestry. Freedom Tapestry. Welcome. I'm Aaron Jack. Aaron Jack Line Art on Instagram, on Facebook, on the web, So welcome. We're going to have amazing people on here. We're going to have Ben. We're going to have Samia. We're going to have the whole group. We might even have one of you. We'll see what happens today. This is called Team Update. Team Update here at the Freedom Tapestry Project. Welcome. We might even have Jimmy at some point. We'll see what happens. So we're getting in here. So I'll tell you what's going on with me while we're waiting. So I just finished up my solo painting show. So that was awesome. What's up, Brittany? How are you doing? And then we've got I don't know how HOUMAM. I'm not very good at this, but we'll learn at some point. So we're doing a little team update today. If you guys want to invite whomever's awesome in your life, invite them on to the Freedom Tapestry Project. That's what we do. Oh, you're good. Do you want to come on here for a second? You can be on here as part of the Freedom Tapestry. We should see each other. You know, this is an impromptu kind of thing for the moment. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Where are you from? Where are you from? We can always have you on here, and you can tell me how you say your name. So that could be a thing. We're doing a little team update here, getting people on, seeing what's up. Would you like to tell me how you say your name? Oh, there we go. We're gonna have Sami on here. Welcome to the Freedom Tapestry Project. I'm Aaron Jack. In case you forgot, in case I forgot, but I remembered. We all remembered that I'm Aaron Jack, and this is the Freedom Tapestry. Welcome.
Hi. Oh,
welcome
hi.
to your Freedom.
Sorry.
Tapestry.
Sorry. How are you?
Who am I? I remember. I'm Aaron Jack. Hi. Dude, who are you?
Well, I barely can hear you, but I am awake in the middle of the night for the live.
Oh my. Well, thank you so much for staying up all night. Everybody appreciates you, and you coming on here. Everybody appreciates you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
This.
We appreciate you.
Look, there's like exclamation marks in the comments. Give her some hearts and stars and rainbows there. Yeah.
I really like this guy and his art.
Oh yeah? Should we have him on? Maybe you should stop on here. And are you free? Do you want to can you come on here in a second? Good morning.
Good morning. Exactly.
That's
Good
awesome.
Morning. It's 2 a.m.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, we're having a little thing. We're experimenting with the idea of people can hop on and show a piece of art if they want.
Yeah, well, that's really nice, actually.
Right? So what are you working on, Samia?
I am working on monotype. You call it in English monotype or something. I actually can't show you right now because it's for a customer.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I'm working on a bird and lines, like roots also, it's kind of it gives the monotype. It gives a feeling that you can't. It's like about freedom or about you can't go to that place or yeah.
Cool. Wow. Yeah. So what's inspiring you lately? What's inspiring you? Because you've been looking at so many artworks by so many different people, working hard in the background here at Freedom. Well, now in the foreground at Freedom. So what's been inspiring you?
Well, so many things actually, and so many artists. I love colors that are like black and yellow because, like it forces the eye to look at, like because they are the strongest two colors together, like more than like white and black. No, it's yellow and black. They're the strongest two colors because that I used it here. Actually it's for Picasso now. I just like when I was learning to paint, I was like, I think the second year of college. So yeah, I chose this painting because of its color. And yeah, when like you see the poster of like when a warning poster, you see always yellow and black. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's the
Colors,
colors of Pittsburgh, the
birds.
city where I'm at. Those are like the official colors, at least
Really?
of the Steelers. Like the football team are the
Yeah,
Steelers.
yeah,
Yeah,
football.
they're all about the yellow and black, the gold and black, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Freedom
It's a thing.
Taps. Well,
Exactly. Well, there's also like yellow bridges in Pittsburgh.
mm,
It's like a thing. Hmm.
wow, really? I like that. Well, I
It's a cool
actually
thing.
I always wear a black t-shirt sometimes, or black and yellow t-shirt, and they call me Taxi. My friend. Yeah, it's silly.
So strong colors, I'm
Yes,
hearing.
actually they are the strongest because that they use it for warning and stuff like that.
Oh. So
Yeah,
if anybody else out there has black and yellow pictures or paintings or something that's black and yellow, send them
yeah,
to the Freedom Tapestry and we might just show it another
yeah.
time.
Or
So
feature on our page.
yeah, Samia will feature you. She's in charge of that. So
Yeah.
she'll feature you maybe. Yeah, I mean, it has to go through a process, but just message us.
Mm.
Send us a message.
Yeah.
Bumblebees, yes, yes.
Well,
So what else is inspiring you? You've been looking at so much. You've probably looked at like hundreds of artists recently. What else is
yeah.
catching your eye?
Other than colors, actually, I love birds a lot, flying birds. It's maybe because it's like more about freedom. And I love clouds as well. Like if you asked me, what do you want to be other than human, I would say a cloud because a
A
human.
flower.
No, no, a cloud. I would be a cloud.
Oh, a cloud.
Yeah,
Clouds are amazing. That's a wonderful thing to be.
actually,
Would you
because
would you rain?
humans can't touch it. So because that, I want to be a cloud.
That's so beautiful. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Wow. Wow. So Samia the Cloud is coming to you here at the Freedom Tapestry Project. And
Oh,
so I heard you were painting lately.
yeah. I'm
What's
trying.
that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get, back to painting because I really miss it. I've been so busy with my college and other things. So, yeah, I have to get back to train my hands so I can, paint more.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
and then this is like the one paint for painting for the client.
Yeah, monotype, like you bring paper and then above it foam or something, and then you print it, and then every time it become a different thing, and I really like it. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a new thing actually to me, but I tried it and I liked it. So yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hey,
actually
Jimmy.
burn it with wood, like the wood burner, when you
Oh,
burn the wood
really?
and you paint like you carve. That's the word. Yeah.
Wow. So, okay,
Yeah.
so Jimmy just joined us.
Well, that's cool. Yay.
So there we go. There we go. Ben, do you want to say hi or should we just jump to Jimmy today? What's our time like?
I don't know.
Anyhow.
It's
Mm-hmm.
what was really amazing to talk to you, Aaron. And this time I was
Yeah.
like normal, not like before. Though I
You're
didn't.
really good at this.
Well, I didn't prepare for it. You like, I'm learning from the best, from you and Ben.
I've learned from the best, so I just keep the flame going, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Get
So,
Jimmy
all
in the.
right, Brittany, we're gonna have you on another day. We'll hop on a client. We'll hop on a thing. Everybody loves you, Samia. You
Thank
have
you, Ben.
lots
Thank you,
of
Tyler.
exclamation marks.
My uncle is
Give
here
her
too.
give her some more give her some hearts and clouds down there.
Yeah.
Some
Well, my
more.
cat is
Okay.
calling me. My cat is calling me, so
Oh,
I have to go. Okay. Bye.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Ben, did you want to hop on for a second? Say hi. We'll see what happens. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for hanging out. Ben's not coming on, it seems. I'm going to try one more time. And if not, we're going to get Jimmy on here. And then anybody else, if you want to hop on and show a piece of work next time, let me know. What's
All right,
up?
I'll be quick. I'll be quick.
All right. Quick. Quick.
Um, yeah, get Jimmy on. I'm. I don't know what's going on.
I know. I never know what's
Um,
going on.
anyway, let's let Jimmy jump on. I gotta get back to this. Is what I'm working on right now. This is the Werewolf by Night beat boards. I just got my notes back. You know, me and Tav got the notes back from Marvel today. So yeah, we're just working on
Oh,
that.
man. So that's with that AR project that we saw a few weeks ago, right?
No. That was an old
Different one.
project. That was our old project with Marvel we did a long time ago.
Okay. So
But
completely different, but inspiring.
this is Werewolf by Night. It comes out in October. So this is issue 4 we're
Okay.
doing right now. It'll be out in January.
Okay. Wow. That's amazing. So a couple more months and then we'll be able to see it. You'll be able to talk about it even more so. Right?
Absolutely. I'll keep you
Perfect.
posted. It's
Keep us
gonna be really
posted.
cool.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
Bye.
Tonight's the Jam Nation.
Jam Nation.
Jam Nation tonight. Be there and just watch some awesome musicians jam out in LA. Go follow all of them because they're all awesome. So, all right. Cool.
Later.
Later. We will get Jimmy on here because that's what we've really all come to see. Jimmy is unable to join, it says, right by Jimmy's name. Let's see what happens. If Jimmy, you wanted to request on, if you scroll up in the comments, you should see a little request button. So please feel free to do that. You scroll up in the comments until you see the request button. So there's like all these little comments at the bottom, and then you scroll, and then you'll see request, and you just click the button, and then you should be able to do it because I can't it. Or you can just like exit and come right back. That might also work because it says you're unable to join. So maybe X, come right back. This is an experience. We're all in this together. This is the Freedom Tapestry Project. And we're all like a tapestry, just beautifully woven together. So whether you like it or not, we're on this ride. You like it. I like it. I'm enjoying. Let's see what happens. It says unable to join. So click the little X button and then come right back into here. And you should be able to do that. Let's see. Okay. We're figuring this out. This is the beautiful thing about doing this live. So thank you all for joining us on this beautiful ride. Just click Jimmy. All you need to do is click the X button that should be right here, and then click back into the little circle where Freedom, the little yellow circle where the Freedom Tapestry Project is, and then we will be able to do this. Thank you all for joining. No signal. Okay. Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi? Do we have Wi-Fi? Let's see. So, is there still no signal? Still not enough signal? We're figuring this out. Thank you all for hanging out and being such big fans of the Freedom Tapestry Project. I appreciate you all. I appreciate every single one of you. Jimmy, okay, Wi-Fi. You have the Wi-Fi. Just press the X button and then come right back in here. We're going to figure this out. We're gonna, yeah, just come on, request again. We're gonna figure this out. We're figuring this out. Just exit out, request back on. Hey Ben.
What happened?
I'm not sure. We're figuring it out.
So I just sent Jimmy a picture of where the thing is, and I sent it in I circled it.
Okay, perfect. So
hopefully he'll get it. So hopefully he can click in and be able to join us. Yeah, I'm really excited to have Jimmy on board. I've actually, Jimmy's a friend of a very good friend of mine, Shannon Denton, who I've known for some time. Shannon worked with Blizzard. He's doing this show called Crossing Swords over at Hulu. And I think he and Jimmy actually worked together on the Crossing Swords show. So that is how we got Jimmy in the mix. And he is an animator and starting his own animation company and here in Hollywood. And, you know, so hopefully, is he coming up in the comments? Are we seeing anything?
I'm not sure. So I'm going to take you out and then try Jimmy again, and then we'll bring you back if not.
All right.
So let's see what happens here. Jimmy, it says you're unable to join. Maybe just come out, come back in. That's pretty much all we can do is try to leave, try to come back. Like exit out, come back. That's the way it is. You know, this is the beautiful thing about life. It's an improvisational, beautiful game. I've been really thinking about this lately. Just the beautiful improvisation of life and how we're able to roll with it. You know, step by step, we're all in this together. Yeah, we just roll with it and see what happens. Here, I'll show you a piece of art I've been working on. I'm working on some art. I did that with Cora Hero. So I was painting. I'll show you some art while we're waiting for Jimmy. How's that? I will show some work. We're going to see what happens. So here's some work. That's a good question. Jimmy, are you using a PC or a phone? Because if you're using a PC, you won't be able to join. You have to get on your phone or iPad. Good question. Wow, this is turning into good questions. Okay, you have to be on your phone. That's why. So I'm showing my work, what I'm working on. Which way is up? Because it's already backwards. That's always a question. So that's a question. Which way is up? For each of us. Are we on our... This is how we do it. We're all part of the same team here at the Freedom Tapestry. The audience included is part of the team. So thank you, Daz, for being part of the team. Do I call you Daz? Thank you, Brittany. Keep giving me some emojis so I can thank you here on our live for proper shout outs. For proper shout outs, just leave some emojis in the comments and I'll give you a proper shout out. As much as I can. Shout out. I will shout you out. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, so we definitely need... So leave some emojis in the comments and I will shout you out for thanking you. I thank you for sticking with us and helping us troubleshoot this team update. This is about the team. This is about you, the audience, being part of the team. I am the audience for you. I am an audience watching your emojis with thumbs up in the comments. Give me some more emojis. There we go. We're in this together. We're in this together. Thank you. Just a couple more emojis. That's all I ask. That's all I've ever asked for. Just a couple emojis. Let's see. Oh, what do I have here? I'm going to ask some questions. What's your favorite emoji? Oh, I like that one. The rocket ship. Anybody else? Oh, wear my mask. Okay. Is the wearing the mask thing? Oh, you're on your phone now. Perfect. This is how we do it. We're in this together. Let me figure this out. You might have to request on because now I can't click the button. And I don't know why. Oh, there we go. We got this. We got this. We did it together.
Oh. There I am.
There you are.
Yeah.
There you are. The legend, Jimmy himself.
We did it together. Yeah, there we are.
There we are.
There you are. Yeah. The legend.
Oh yeah, you got to turn off the PC.
Yeah, I am turning it off right now. There we go.
There we go. There we go. We've got it. We got this. We're doing
So
this
sorry
together.
about that. So sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're in this together. Our fans,
Right.
Your fans, we're all fans of making this happen together. You're now on the team.
Right.
You're now on the team. Welcome. Welcome to the Freedom Tapestry Project team.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining, and like last minute too, and just like and figuring out how Instagram and all of that, like it's a
Right.
I know it can be a challenge.
Right.
Yeah, so tell me what's going on in your world?
Oh man, just a lot of things. Working every day. Family life, being in this business, it's been a long time, man. Just been a long time. A nice road,
So where have you come from? Give us a little like what the road's been like, what you've seen along the way. What are those beautiful flowers and trees you've seen and enjoyed?
Oh, I love the way you say that. No, man, no, so I like many other artists, I've drawn on my life. I think my recollection of starting was 3 years old, and drawing cartoons and loving cartoons, and I've just making my own stories up, creating my own stories. I started in animation. I went to Cal Arts, and that was back in 1991. Studied there, and then I immediately after that started my animation career. Worked on many projects. I started at Deke Entertainment, then Saban Entertainment, and then from there went over to Fox, Warner Brothers, different places, working on their shows, creating my own shows. Had a couple of shows go green light, and a couple of shows in development, and just constantly creating, constantly working, everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what's the feeling of that green light when it changes from yellow, red?
Woo!
Or what's that shift like for you?
Wow. Yeah, that's a good question, man. I mean, I remember the first feeling I had. I had a show over at Fox Kids called Slam City. It was a hip hop show. It was going to be a hip hop Animaniacs. So it was going to have all these different stories that deal in this one city. And it was an original idea of mine. I was really young at the time. And yeah, that feeling, man, when the executive comes over to your desk and you're working and he goes, well, man, you got yourself a show and we got you 13 episodes. It's everything that, if you're a creator, what you dream about when you're creating stuff as a kid. have your own television show. Like, I'm gonna have my own television show when I'm a kid, and finally it's here. So yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. It's almost like a kid being born. Exactly.
Wow. So what tell us about like one of these green lights and what that was, like what were those details? So like there was obviously one of these like executives coming over to your desk. Like what did they say? Like how did that process go? Were they like doubtful at first, or like all of a sudden like was it like a surprise, or what was that?
Well, it's usually it's a process, especially like if you're pitching a project and you're pitching it, and then you get the executive to like it. Then the executive has to go to his boss, and then that boss likes it. Then it's a matter of time of like getting it into a slot, or if there's a time to develop it. Then you develop the thing, and then you just after development you're just hoping and waiting. Just let's see what's going to happen, and we have no control over it getting greenlit or not. And literally, it is a surprise when they come over. And usually, in my experience, when they did come over, they were all excited because they got it greenlit. We've been working on this together for a while, and they're excited because I'm excited, and we're excited together to make a good show. Yeah. So yeah, it is a feeling that of just accomplishment and excitement and just wow, at the same time. Yeah.
Wow. So that's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I know that there's some people on here that come check it out that are like, wow, I'd love to find a way to get my shows greenlit, or to even be working on the path towards,
Right.
to even like start that professional path towards greenlighting a show. What do
Exactly.
what kinds of advice would you give people to like starting that path or being on that path, or what like heart
Right.
and soul type of things would you tell them?
I would say, and first and foremost, you're an artist first. You have to always remember that you're an artist, that this is a talent that's beyond this planet, that literally you have been given a gift. And you're not just one thing. You're not just one project. You're many projects. You're many different things. If you're a creator, you're basically creating everywhere and anything and everything. So I would say be open to other ideas, because that's what makes it good. I always say that's what makes good food, is when you have somebody that can bring in something, and this is something you never thought about. Hey, let me bring in some onions to your stew. Oh my God, I never thought the stew would be that good. You know what I mean? So be open. Just know that your child is going to grow, and sometimes your child grows in a different direction, but you still got to love that child, and you still have ownership. It's your child, but just know that it evolves, and sometimes growing is a good thing for a project. Like I said before, just you have so many other creations inside of you. So once you create something, you nurture it, you water it, you move on to another one, nurture and water that. You just keep doing it, and eventually you'll see down the road that one is growing flowers, that one's growing fruit, that one's growing this. So it's just basically being a creator is more important than just sticking to one project and say, okay, I can't do anything until this one's done. You get that one out there, that's in development, you move on to another one, and you keep going, just keep going.
Wow, that sounds like some hard lessons. I mean, just like I recognize that because I feel like I've gone through some of that myself. So I
Yeah.
feel like you've got some wisdom in those carefully chosen words.
Yeah,
That you're just like roll it out there. I'm like, wow.
yeah, wisdom, and a lot of, I mean, what comes from wisdom comes, if you don't feel pain, you don't have wisdom, man. And you got to have some kind of, especially artists, you got to have some kind of, not necessarily tragedy, but some kind of block that's in your way so you can get around that, either creative wise or experience wise. And, you come to these conclusions. I'm still growing, man. I mean, it's been almost 27, 28 years, and I'm still learning every single day. And there's always an obstacle, but, as hard as those obstacles can be, they're also fun at the same time. You know, it's character building. You know.
Wow. So what's one obstacle that you're just so proud of that you found a way around or through or under? Or, like what's like one of these obstacles and how did you overcome it that like you feel like is very very important to your character?
Well, first I'll say my family is the most important thing to me in this world, and my children and my wife, they're the most important thing. They drive me to do everything, and it's not only myself. They drive me to take on this road that I'm taking. But one of the things that I'm really, really proud of, and it's completely, even when I think about it, it's still out of this world. Um, I There was a cartoon when I was a kid, and it was back in 1978. I'll make it short. My wife is way better at telling this story. But there was a cartoon called Witch's Night Out that I saw in 1978, and that cartoon literally blew my mind. It changed everything for me. I drew before that, but I said, this is what I want to do. I want to make that. I want to make a cartoon like that. So it would come on television every once in a while. It was a Halloween special. And then when I got older, I bought the videotape, and I said, you know what? I wish I could find the creator, because they never did anything else. They did one more special, but this was it. It was a Canadian special. So once the internet hit, I said, I'm going to try to find this guy. I knew who the director was. So I went on this search and never came up with nothing. And it wasn't until 2014 that the creator came online. He was an older gentleman. I knew what he looked like. And I said, oh my God, it's him. And so I typed him, and I just wanted to thank him. Just, thank you so much for making this cartoon. And it was a very inspiring thing for me. It started my animation career. And I just left it at that. He wrote me back, and we became friends. And not only did we become friends, we started creating cartoons together, like partnering up and creating cartoons together, little ideas and stuff like that. And I always asked him, I said, whatever happened to that cartoon, man? Whatever happened to Witch's Night Out? Because it was on the Disney Channel, and it just went off the air completely. And he said, well, I don't know, man. He completely just let that go. And, that thing's in a landfill somewhere, and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? I don't believe that. I love the cartoon so much, and I'm so grateful that I met you. I'm going to try to find that for you. And so I went on a search for about 3 or 4 months trying to find the original print. I found the original print. I found all of his paperwork. I found all of his royalties that he didn't get, all his back pay, everything. I found all this stuff. He's an older gentleman. And we made an agreement, and I got the thing digitally remastered, put back on the shelves. It was on DVD. It was in Walmart. The company distributed it. It's on Amazon now and stuff like that. And this cartoon's been out of circuit for almost 30 years. So the fact that I own the cartoon that I loved as a kid, and I'm able to create stories around those characters that we're doing right now, actually, you can't buy that, man. That's like a dream come true. It baffles me. If there's nothing else on this planet besides having my family that I've done that's made me so proud, is being a part of that cartoon and a part of my partner is life. And I went down to Canada to meet him and his family. And literally, it was just, I can't describe it in words. It's just something that I'll never forget in my life. And it's something that I'll always cherish, and something that literally I have a job now. It's a responsibility, not only to myself, but to this project that I'm so connected to. So I hope that answered your question.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Thanks,
That's a wonderful thing to see along the way. That's deeply powerful. Maybe we'll have to have him on here on the Freedom Tapestry Project. Give him a chance to speak.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Next level, right?
Yeah, right.
Right, because now we gotta all find ways to give each other and our friends spotlights. I think that's my view. So you're gonna have to call him up and be like, hey, we got this thing for you.
Right.
Now
You think I'm having problems with this Instagram stuff? I don't know.
we all gotta
Yeah.
work through it.
Right.
We all got to work through it. That's life. That's the beautiful thing. We all come to, we all work through it to tell our stories and
Right.
persevere, come over the blocks, and each of us can help each other find a spotlight, just like you helped him find his spotlight for his creation again. That's so beautiful.
That's
So
right,
beautiful.
man. Yeah.
Oh
You
man.
know.
So let's check out some of your work, because I don't know how long we have, but you have so much work. We're just gonna start somewhere. It's like so amazing. Like where
Oh
where are we
yeah.
starting?
So this is it's monkey time. So this is a creation, and this is my creation that I came up with. This is me pretty much tired of pitching to the animation studios and saying, you know what, I'm just going to make this thing by myself. So literally, this is a project that preschool project that I came up with, I think 2008. That's how Uncle Pork Chop kind of got started. I funded this thing myself, and it's a 2-episode preschool animated show about this zookeeper and her monkeys, her little crazy monkeys that are learning different things, like different motor skills, like tying their shoes and brushing their teeth and how to put their clothes on. And they live in this Happy Land Zoo. And I basically directed, produced, and animated this and produced this thing myself. And it was out on DVD, and it won a Dove Award. And, I've always wanted to do more of these, and hopefully now that we're starting to get in the company all started up, maybe we'll start making some more of these, and, start this franchise going. Yeah.
Wow. So now you're starting your own company, right? From all this.
Yes.
You're like, I'm gonna make my own. So what does this company do? Number one. Number two is, I know there's some amazing animators who check this out now and later who are looking to get their feet wet and get in and like jump out at, some of them are trying to jump out of school and jump into projects and even just like help out
Right.
and learn. What kind of like, what's this company doing and how can people get involved?
Well, basically, the company in my vision is to make people's dreams come true, including myself. It's like I said before, it's artists first. I want it to be a very, very creative, art-based company to where creators can come in and create to their heart's desire, create our own IP, do service work for others. Just basically just make our mark into this world. The reason why I pretty much strongly wanted to start the company is the fact that I've done everything in animation. I've worked in, and I'm really not, I'm not the kind of guy that shies away from anything. If I have to do storyboards, I'll do storyboards. If I have to do character design, I'll do character design. And I based my whole career off of being a jack of all trades. So, and it goes beyond just working just on a production. That's writing my own stuff, creating my own projects, creating projects for other people. So now I'm at an age now to where I think I can do this on my own. I can do this for other people and develop and create and do service work and bring people in that I love and new people. And, and now that I get a really kick off of mentoring artists that are coming in, like young people, young guys, people that have this same passion that I have or want the same passion, and it's so funny because when I was coming up, the generation I was coming up, we had mentors that were from Hanna-Barbera and Disney and, and places like that, these guys that had all this wisdom and they taught us. But I have a feeling that that's not really there anymore. My generation is not teaching the younger generation, or, some of us are, but I really want to have that as well, to bring in these young people that have tremendous amount of talent. I mean, these guys now, these younger artists now, they're drawing stuff that I can't even dream of. I dream about it, but I was like, man, how did they do that? And just steer them in the right way. Show them, the ropes of animation, and give them a good place to be, and a place to where somebody is patting you on the back and saying, man, you're doing a great job. And that's not just coming from an executive or somebody who's from, and I'm proud of you. So that's the kind of environment that I want to have at Uncle Porkchop Productions, and just do this for the rest of my life and have this be a legacy for my kids and for my partner's kids and everything. Yeah, just a real family, a grand family company.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what should these artists who are just trying to get their feet wet, get mentorship, what should they be asking? How should they be networking? How should they be doing some of these things? How can they get their feet in the door to get to that next level?
Right. Well, first and foremost, my son, he's 18 years old, and he's a graffiti artist, and he does graffiti art, and I didn't teach him anything. He literally, this is a given talent that he has picked up on his own. And I tell him all the time, which I would tell anybody else, is to keep drawing. Just keep creating, keep drawing, keep observing life. Don't limit yourself. I mean, this industry limits you enough because you have to keep the guidelines through the production. You can't just do whatever you want, but don't limit yourself when it comes to your own art, and just be true to yourself and ask questions. I mean, anything that I get in this world is because I'll call somebody on the phone or I'll ask a question. All the stuff that I got, with the Witches Night Out stuff, I was calling executives out of nowhere and saying, hey, I'm Jimmy Cross and this is such and such and I do this and I do that. Don't be afraid. Be fearless and be humble at the same time. But the way to do things is just keep showing your work. There's so many beautiful things now, especially with this Instagram and all the other sites and stuff like that. These young artists are just throwing stuff up there. Somebody's going to see it, and not only that, just keeping tab of what's going on with the animation world. I mean, there's Cartoon Brew, there's the Animation Guild, there's different places that you can listen and see and find out who's who. And once you find out who that person is, you go straight for them. I heard that you're the creative executive on such and such, or I heard that you're the recruiter on this. This is my portfolio. This is the work I've been doing. Is there any place for me to be? Is there any place for me to go? If you want to go to a lot of seminars, there's a lot of things that you'll find out on Cartoon Brew and stuff like that, and different sites to where you can find out where everybody's going and stuff like that. It's just as a lot of footwork is trying to come up with your own series. You just have to, you just got to really want it, and you have to really, really have a passion for it, and there is no easy shortcut. And if there is an easy shortcut, it's the wrong shortcut, I always say. The bottom line, the basis is you can learn any program you want. And you can learn all these different things, but if you don't have the drawing tools, if you don't have the main tools that, your hands, if you're not able to create with your hands and bring this stuff to life, then, that's the most important thing to have, I think. The rest falls into place, I think, after that.
Wow. So the fearlessness, like, I think people, one of the things that I'm hearing is there are no shortcuts, but for many people, they think that going after that one person, being maybe just like fearless, is a shortcut. And what I hear you're saying is that's not a shortcut. That's being direct. And
yeah,
I hear what you're saying is there's no shortcuts for learning the skills, but there's ways to be direct and not to be fearful of going out, reaching out, making the phone calls. That's like the way to do it. That's just the way.
Exactly. Yeah, if you want it, you go get it. I mean, there's there's limitations of learning and different things, but you can go around those obstacles by learning. And those are things that are going to make you stronger as an artist. I will always go back to the skills that you're bringing to the table. And the skills you're bringing to the table is your artwork, is your drawing, your vision of the world. You know, what you're bringing. I mean, you know, there's so many artists out there. I mean, I don't know how they're doing this. They're so brilliant. They're just beautiful work. And I'm like, that's coming from this little person who drew when they were a little kid, all the way up to a teenager, all through school, whatever they've done. And this is where they are now. And you can't, that's something you can't buy, man. That's something that you're bringing. And so now that you're bringing that, there's another side of you as well. You're a human being as well. Let them get to know who you are as a person. You know, I'm Jimmy Cross. I draw animation. This is my family. I create this. You're bringing yourself to the table, and people will love you. You know, they will love you. People will start loving you. They'll start knowing who you are, and hopefully you'll have a great career off of that, you know?
Well, so what would you say, like, bringing yourself to the, you know, you're bringing yourself and they want to get to know you, like, what kinds of things? Like, Jimmy Cross comes to the thing. Who is Jimmy Cross? Who's, you know, how should we get to know Jimmy Cross? Like, you know, as an example, you know, setting an example for everybody else. Tell us about Jimmy Cross.
You know, that's something I'm still working on. I'm still working on who is Jimmy Cross? Who am I? You know, I mean, who am I? No, I mean, really, I'm so many different things. And, you know, and I guess for the most part, I try my best to honestly express myself, try to honestly express. I think if I stay true to myself, I guess I could say I'm many things, but the one thing I am is, I would say passion is the number one thing, is who Jimmy Cross is. This passion of trying to tell my side of the story in this world, you know, what I love in this world, you know, and I guess Jimmy Cross is family. My family comes first, you know, and Jimmy Cross is just wanted to spread, I guess, love, man. You know, this love and passion, and and just the beauty of things. You know, the beauty of art and the beauty of the human condition, man. I'm all about that, you know, and that's where I am, man.
That's,
you know, it's just. I think that's the only way I can honestly, you know, I never, you know, you're good, man, because I never really asked that question. I just feel it, I guess, you know, and I'm like everybody else. Sometimes I want to bang my head against the wall, man, because I can't get it out, you know, and then there's times it just flows out of my mouth, you know, and, you know, we're all beautiful in the sense that we're not perfect. You know what I mean? And my animation and my art, yeah, like I said, I got a lot of road to go, man. I'm not there yet, and I probably never will be. But that's the best thing about it, you know. That's the fun of it, you know.
well, let's do a lightning round here. We only have like maybe 10 minutes left or so, maybe a little bit less. But let's do a lightning round here. Look through some of your work and just kind of. You've got so much work. It's amazing. But let's just kind of like give like a sentence or two about each one, you know, something that inspired you, something that, you know, that you just need to say, that you need to share, something that's never been known before, maybe.
All right. So with this one, it was in between working on, I was in between doing a storyboard or something like that. But I guess I was more thinking, I really love the UPA Ward Kimball kind of style. And I just came up with this little Martian boy, you know, and just, you know, trying to play with, like, you know, the rough drawing and then the shapes and stuff like that and everything. So it was just some of this stuff here. Going insane of working on a board and stuff like that. So I'll just do little drawings in between and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm a really big Ralph Bakshi fan, and there's a movie called Hey Good Looking, and I kind of was like emulating that, like this, coming up with my own little character. I love this time period and everything, so this, trying to keep this little funky vibe going with these 50s characters, and just playing around with some color and stuff like that. That's my hero. That's my hero, and just drawing Bruce Lee, man. Just trying to get Game of Death and trying to get that cool Bruce Lee pose, man. But that's my man, man. That's just playing with some more designs. Just the Flash. Just it's one of those. It's one of those doodles again. Just in between a show or in between something I'm working on, I'll just come up with these doodles and try to stretch the characters or do some exaggeration. My sweet spot is more cartoony stuff, so I try to bring these action adventure characters into more of a cartoonier world.
So these are like between. So this one's just like between something that you're just like, oh, I gotta explore this, see what's going on.
Yeah, just or just like I'll be sitting there because I'm a night owl and I'll stay up sometimes to like 3, 4 in the morning and I'll go, oh, I'm gonna draw the Flash, and I'll just come up with this crazy style and then okay, I'll put it out there, I guess,
Oh, that's awesome.
Just another one of those like weird, just thinking of characters and development stuff. What can I do with this guy? What can I, maybe this is some zombie apocalypse dude or something like that. Somebody in The Walking Dead. Somebody is showing up. It just there's stories and little ideas come in my head, and I just have to put it down sometimes.
Wow. So sometimes you're just like going through these stories. So what comes first, chicken and egg type of thing? Like, are you drawing? Are you writing? What are you doing? Like sitting there thinking, where are you? Are you like in a greenhouse? Like you're on your porch? Like, where are you when you're coming up with this?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's all the above. I mean, I could be just scribbling something on a napkin and go, hey, let me explore this a little bit more. Maybe it's just a drawing. Maybe it's a story behind it. A lot of the main thing that most of my creations come from is listening to music, like listening to soundtracks. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, so who isn't? But I'm a big Star Wars fan. But I'll listen to a soundtracks or I'll hear a song from a movie or something like that. If it's tragic or happy, and I usually will come up with some kind of story in my head from that. Not only just soundtracks, just music in general. Like, we could be driving in the car and I can hear something on the radio and I can hear the beat and I'll go, that could be a cool story. I can come up with this or this and that, So it comes from everywhere. It's not just one place. It's just, I could be just writing a bunch of names and then a name will stick, or people in my past, like kids that I grew up with, people that I know. I'll emulate them into my stories and stuff like that, or just a name of a person or something like that. So it just comes from everywhere, man. It comes from all different parts. I think that's what being a creator is. It's not just one thing. It's the whole world around you, and sometimes I'll have a little idea and I won't do anything with it. I'll come back 10 years later and come up with have the same idea and I'll add more to it. Some of these ideas are not just pen to paper and pitch it. Some of these things take years, man. I like, there's a couple of projects I have that I'm not told anybody about because they're still building in my head. I will that part of the story. Say for instance, there's a story about a father and a daughter. 15 years ago, I didn't have a daughter. Now I have one, so I can complete that story now. I know what it feels like to have my little princess, and I can complete that story. And the story is about, what's in the story is about my daughter and myself, and that just makes it even stronger. Now I know what I'm talking about, Mhm.
Wow. So living life then informs your work in so many ways.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So that's the sequel to Witch's Night Out. That's the Gift of Winter, and this is another one that I remastered and got out on DVD as well. This one's even rarer than the Witch's Night Out one because this one only showed in America once, and it's been on DVD. And this is another one that I'm proud of that I remastered and put out on DVD, and it's circulating now and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very proud of this one as well, and it's dealing with the same characters and the same characters that we're going to start doing. We're going to do 4 more holiday specials dealing with these characters. It's going to be called the Anytown Holiday Series. Anytown is anywhere. These characters are all, which I love very much. Is just they're just humans. They're people, and they all happen to be different colors, and so I'm so happy to explore that.
Wow. So Ben said that he might have seen that when he was a kid. Could that be true?
Yes, if you did see it, that's really cool because like I said, it came out in 1973. There's a children's book with it, and yeah, and it just fell off. It fell off the face of the earth, and then you know, Crazy Me came and brought it back. you know,
Wow. So
so
you're kind of in the business of reviving these things. It sounds like reviving these comics or reviving these animations, right?
yeah, I mean that's something else that I want to do. It's something that I've picked up and learned from other great creators in the past. I've been very interested in that as well. As far as like I worked on another show where I was doing all the editing and changing the dubbing and the dialogue to make it an American version, sort of like in the '70s what they would do with the Godzilla films and stuff like that. They would redub them and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to get into the world of doing that with older projects and developing them, making them into new projects and stuff like that. Yeah, that's something especially as a kid, some of these things that I love that are forgotten, I would love to bring them back and to an audience and stuff like that, especially with this franchise here.
Wow. Do you have any like one in mind that would be like a dream of yours that you could talk about?
One I can't because it's happening. It's sort of in the mix of happening right now. But yeah, like man, I know it's already happening, but man, I would love to bring Robotech back or into a live action film or something like that. The Macross Saga, man, I would love to be a part of something like that because that was another cartoon when I was a kid that just captivated me. Mainly the story itself. It was just one of those different cartoons that characters actually died in that cartoon, and planets exploded and people were on them, and and it was just like real drama and emotions, and the robot stuff was fun too, of course. But
Wow.
yeah, it's just that man to have that come back the right way as a live action film. That'd be awesome in a 3-parter or a 4-parter, whatever, or something like that. Man, I would love to be a part of something like that.
Wow.
You
So
know,
we have a minute left. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to just leave us with some words of wisdom from the heart. So it's
right?
up to you. I just want to say I'm Aaron Jack. This is the Freedom Tapestry Project. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Samia. Thank you, the whole team who made it happen. Thank you, Jimmy, for making it work and figuring this tech out. And thank you to all of you who are part of the team. So Jimmy, some last words of wisdom. We got about 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds here.
Yeah, I would just say, stay humble. I'm extremely humble. I'm extremely grateful. And just adapt yourself to any situation and every situation, and never give up on your dreams. Never give up on yourself, and just stay true to yourself. And make have your family be your main priority to drive everything.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy, for joining us. I just want to say, everybody, go follow Jimmy. Go follow Freedom Tapestry. We're going to be back here next week. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Okay.